We will see practical part of CTAs and copy into state. Load data into Synapse tables. Okay. Already I have prepared the script for you. First, please check our data sources. So in the portal, we have Synapse workspace. And I have created one SQL pool also. This is our dedicated SQL pool. Actually, two SQL pools are available, sir. One is built-in, which is serverless. Second one is a dedicated pool. Can anyone tell me the difference between serverless and dedicated?
Serverless is auto-created and dedicated is the custom one.
Auto-created means?
Created by Azure.
Okay, created by Azure, okay. When that will be activated? When you submit the job, remember.
Whenever you have some scripts
Yeah.
or something to run, during that time, the serverless will get activated.
Yes,
On the
yes.
other hand,
Suppose if you submit a script or any job, in this moment, how many nodes are required, that many number of nodes will be engaged to process your data. Once the job execution got completed, the server will be automatically deactivated. So you can say in general words, this is an on-demand server. After completion of the job, automatically that will be deactivated. But if you go for the dedicated, suppose 3 nodes or 4 nodes you have selected, these, whether you use the job, whether you run the job or not, it doesn't matter. The server will always be online. Okay. Okay. Now I have dedicated pool here. The name is Bharat DWH. Just check it. This is the pool already what we have created. I'm coming to the studio. Already studio I have started here. Within this, okay. In tomorrow example, I will explain about notebooks, how to write our Spark jobs into this one. So for now, we are going for to check our data objects. We have workspace. Already SQL database is available to you. Your warehouse is Bharat DWH. Under this, you have tables, external tables like that. But we did not create anything now till now. That's why nothing is visible here. Okay, no tables we have, no external tables we have like that. At the same time, this workspace is linked with some data lake storage account. To check that, go to the link. We have Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. Under this is my storage name. Sorry, this is workspace name. Under this, I have a container. The container name is my data. But my data is available, my data content is available in which storage account? Please check it. Go back to home. I have here ADF practice, which is a resource group. Within this, you have storage account, Synapse Lake 2001. Okay, Synapse Lake 2001. This is a storage account. So in this, I have a container. That is my data. Under my data, we have emp.txt file, which is our regular file. Okay. So this storage account we are going to use now. Now, the first task, I am going to implement CTAs. So the purpose of CTAs is simply to load data from data lake file to Synapse table. So for this first step, we have to create external table. So the prerequisite for this process, You have to create external table. So already know the steps. Let's re-execute all these things. What is the first step? First, we have to create master key. I'm going to copy of this one and come to here. Go to the studio and click on develop. Under develop here plus symbol you can find within this run SQL script. So here I'm taking copy of that, create master key. But before that, connect to your warehouse. Your warehouse is Bharat DWH. Okay. Now I'm running this master key. Just select it and click on run. So master key is created. The second step you have to do to create your external table. Database scoped credential you have to create. The credential name I am giving here, Synapse credential. Okay. So here in the with class, you have two options, identity and secret. Here any string name that you can give, any valid keyword, not valid keyword, any keyword that you can give. But key should be properly copied here. The key, access key. So here you have to say access key of your storage account. How to get that access key? Again, go back to your storage account. Here under security, you have access keys option. Just click on show keys. Here you have key. Key 1 and key 2, but I did not check with the meaning of key 2 here. Just I'm proceeding with key 1, just to take the copy of key 1. Okay, it is copied. And
Sir, in real-time environment, do we have access to those access keys?
No. They will give and you have to use it.
Okay.
They will give, that means admin team will give, you have to access, you have to use them. Okay, I just
So
replace.
would they be giving it as a parameterized thing or like how is it?
Yeah, generally as a parameterized thing. And also one more thing, they will be using for this purpose, Azure keyword they will be using. So actually what they will be doing is, internally, suppose if you go for deeper into this one, they are creating one ADF app, not ADF app, Azure Active Directory app. For this app, they will create one policy certificate. So the policy certificates key, the certification key, they will be giving to you. So generally, suppose if it is in the ADF kind of flows, ADF kind of pipelines you are creating, these keys will be used as in the form of parameters. Okay. So here, if you are writing the script, means manually you have to copy those things. So whether it is perfectly copied or not, I am going to check once again. POZ something here. Yes, sir. The recent key is copied. I'm going to create the credential now. Just taking this copy. Observe this from our SQL script. So here observe double-hyphen, that is for the comment line, sir. Create credential. And I'm executing this. Query executed successfully. So here one point, try to use the brackets here. Here I'm giving one more bracket here. Observe, for this statement, the bracket is not allowed, sir. At the time of creating credential, don't use brackets for your with class. That is just a syntax. Okay, I'm removing those brackets. Now your second step is completed. The third step, You have to create a data source for your file. So for this is the statement. Already I explained the meaning of this statement. So here WASBS is a protocol. Okay. Your container name is my data, and you have to use your storage account over here. The storage account is, just copy the storage account. So here you have storage account name, Synapse like 2001. I'm giving that one. So first one is container @ your storage account. Remaining words are common for every statement, blob.core.windows.net. Okay. So already in the previous step, we have used one credential name, that is Synapse credential. That name we are going to use over here. Okay. Now I'm running this statement, which is third step. We are creating a data source. Just executing only this part. Okay, executed successfully. Now, next step, you have to create file format. So for the file format, the statement is like this. So your file format type is delimited text, and format options. What is the delimiter between the fields? That is comma. And if you have row, that means first line as header. To start reading data from 2, second line, you are saying first row is equal to 2. See the file format name I have given Synapse file format. Okay. Now I'm running this. Created successfully. Now fourth step is also completed, and final step is we have to create external table with the same schema as our file. See the external table name simply I am giving here e-table underscore emp. Okay. I have 5 fields in the file. That's why all the schema I have given same as in the same as file and in the same order. Okay. So here my data source name is Synapse source 1. Source 1 or what is the name previously we have given? Data source 1 we have given. I'm using this. Let me check here the name source 1 correct. So now you are going to create external table. The script for this one is this one. I'm running this. This process may take a time, sir. I'm going to execute this. So please observe below line. Okay, created successfully. Next step, you can query the data. Whether it is really connected with the file or not, you can query the data. And running this. So executing the query. Okay, data retrieved perfectly. Actually, this data is not in the table. This data is in a file. This external table has a link with that physical file. Okay. So now onwards, you can use this table as a staging table. Every time instead of interacting with that particular file, directly you can interact with this external table. Even you can apply your aggregate, any related, any select valid statements you can apply over here. Okay. Now the CTAS implementation we are going to do. The CTAS. Remember, double slash will not work out. Double hyphen you have to give for the comment. I'm saying that to create tables on table name. The table name is Synapse here. But I am not giving any schema for this. Whatever the input table, that means the external table has schema with same schema, the table will be created. Observe here, create table, the Synapse CMP, distribution round robin, which is default as, and I am giving one select query. Now data will physically read from the backend file and data will be loaded into this Synapse table. Okay. So this is the simple statement for the CTAS. I'm running this. So here, this is CTAS. Just run it. So data loaded perfectly. Please check data from your Synapse table. Select star from Synapse PM. So I'm just removing the comment. Okay. Now please check, this is the data from Synapse table. So in this way, you can load the data. In the backend, automatically Polybase is triggered. Okay. So especially the Polybase will help you a lot at the time of uploading data from on-premise to your Synapse tables. Between on-premise and Synapse, it will use data lake as staging area. Okay. So now data is loaded, and one more small modification I am doing into this statement. This is the query actually we have. Okay, please observe in the notepad. Some small modification I am doing. I take same copy. Let's say Synapse EMP2. This time the new table I am giving. Instead of saying that select star, I don't want all the fields into the table. I just want only ID, name, and salary. Only these three fields I want. Please check its execution now. Just for this. Executed successfully, but the target table Synapse EMP2 has only 3 columns. Select star from. Synapse underscore EMP. Okay, I have only 3 columns here. Got it. So it's all about simply CTAS. But there is another way, other popular way, that is copy it. Now let's check the copy into demonstration.
Sir, where are we mentioning the polybase while creating the external table?
Things are automatically, this is enabled with that.
So by default in Synapse, whenever we create
Yeah.
external table, automatically
Yes,
polybase
yes,
is enabled.
Yes, yes. Actually, Synapse directly cannot access your SQL statements. So what is the script you are using? TSQL, transact SQL, right?
Yeah.
This transact SQL cannot access Hadoop file system or data lake file system. Got it? But you are able to access now because by using these SQL queries means in the backend automatically the polybase is working here.
Okay.
Understood.
Sir, is there any internal setting for the Polybase?
No, 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 no. Only at the time of ADF pipeline creation, to enable polybase or not, there only you find the option. But in SQL script, that is by default, that is available. Understood?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
already you have checked one example in the Synapse. 1 minute. Let me publish this before going for the copy into.
So can we use the similar thing in even SQL Azure pool, like the old TP one?
Yes, you can use.
Okay.
You can use. Polybase is not only available for Synapse. Polybase nowadays available for a lot many other databases also. Okay, just go to the develop, sir, once again. Not develop, go to the integrate. Already have checked with one activity. You have used copy data tool. Do you remember this one? At the time of copying data from data lake to your Synapse table, so this tool will ask you polybase options. Whether you want to enable it or disable it, you have choice. Understood? This copy data tool is from Synapse pipelines. Same ADF in Synapse, that is called Synapse pipelines. Okay. Let me come back. Not this one. There is close option here. I want to cancel.
Yeah, there is
this.
cancel, sir, at the right
Yeah,
hand
in the
side.
right bottom. Yeah. So this is simply the statement. Now I'm going to use the copy into statement. Already have seen the syntax of it. This is the syntax. Okay. Observe here. Here in the identity, there are two ways of identity and secret. Way number one, identity. Any general name for storage account. And secret. Secret should be access key. The two you have to give key one. This is one way. Already have checked this at the time of creating data source. Second way, shared access signature. Identity should be shared access signature. And secret of the signature. So here in the place of secret, you have to give signature. Remember here one point, this signature is independent to user. User and applications. What is the meaning of my note, sir? Signature is independent to user and applications. Suppose you are user one, the validity of signature is just 2 days. Suppose user two, the validity of signature maybe 10 days. Like this. Got it? On that way, if I have 10 users, for 10 users, 10 separate signatures that I can. Or else if I have 10 apps, for 10 different applications, 10 different signatures that I can. But if I use access key, this access key is common to all users. This access key is common to all users, common to all applications. So type security you cannot provide it. Okay, that's why better go for shared access signatures. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use that one. Observe this, my physical file name. Here, especially in the copy, we have to use the protocol HTTPS. If you are using HTTPS, first here storage account. What is the storage account we have? Once again, I copy that. Storage like 2001. The storage account name. I have replaced that. blob.core.windows.net. Under that, my data is the container. I want to upload the file emp.txt. Okay. Of course, that is a text file, but within the internal format is that is comma separated. If any delimited file, you have to use file type as CSV. Here you have 3 types of formats. Only 3 types are allowed. One is CSV. Second one is wars. Third one is Markdown. Only for now, in this moment, only it is allowing 3 formats. Okay. Maybe in future, it may allow other formats also. Okay. That's why here I said CSV, identity, shared access, signature, and then the signature value I have to. Okay. Just I will generate a new key, new signature. Please check how to do that. Same from our storage lake, data lake. Come to security. Where is security? Security. Yeah, already have. Observe here, below to the access keys, you have shared access signature. Shared access signature. And come down. Here there is a button, generate SAS and connection string. But now this is enabled, sorry, disabled. To make it enable, just select these options. Allowed resource types, enable service, enable container, enable object. Okay. Now you can generate. Now this button is enabled. Got it. And also one more point here. Observe here start date and end date. From which date to which date this signature to be valid. You can decide the date and times. Okay. So here start date is same today's date, but time is now 9:03. Okay. And the end date is same, but time is still evening 5:53. If you want to modify the date, if you want to increase the date, you can increase. Okay. So now I'm generating the key, sorry, signature. Please check. Some keys have been generated. Among them, second option SAS token is there. Copy this SAS token, second option. Just copy and paste it over here. Just control.
What are these different options when you generated the access keys? The different options in the prior screen which you are showing, like using SAS token and blob service and these ones.
This one, you are asking about this one.
Yeah, when you create the
This
signature keys, right? Yes.
So service means data lake service.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose if I am giving that object, I'm not selecting. I can access only the container.
Okay.
Okay. But within that container, blob objects will be there. To access them, select this one.
Okay, I understand this one. Then in the next screen, you are showing that like picking up only the SAS token, right? There are some other options as well.
So
Like
these are
blob
API
survey.
related options. These are API related options. Suppose you are developing application wants to interact with these things. At the time, remaining other types of tokens will be helpful. So with your Synapse to work with this, only SAS token is enough.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose web application, from the web application you want to interact. At the time, here some SAS URLs will be there. Suppose your web application wants to interact with the blob object. At the time, go for this. But this URL needs, still you have other type of objects, not only blobs. You have blobs, you have queues, you have file shares, you have tables within the data lake. If any application wants to interact with the table, just go for the last. Suppose you are developing messaging system kind of activities, a queuing systems. At the time, go for last but one. Queue service has URL like that. Got it, sir. So
Yep.
here I have copied my SAS token, which is latest. So first row here, the previous statement you have given first underscore row, but here the statement syntax you need to follow like this. First row, there is no space. The identity name I have given as SAS. So here, while executing, I may get some error. But before this, you have to create one synapse table. Already we have a synapse table. That synapse table is what? Synapse EMP. So please check over here in the table list. The table is available or not from the data, from the workspace into the tables list. I'm checking. So just refresh it. If you don't find any tables, just refresh it. Now check it here. We have Synapse EMP table. Already we have created with the help of CTAS. Suppose if table doesn't exist, we just create. But it has already data. I want to truncate the data before truncate
Sir, your voice is breaking.
table. Table name dbo dot. Maybe sir, yeah, maybe the problem might be with internet. Some internet is slow today. Now, are you getting my voice now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I'm truncating the previous data of the same table. Statement. Okay, now under process executed successfully. Please check data. Select star from Synapse. But only the column names. Now I want to load this data into this table. Already in the syntax, the table name is typed here. Okay. But here, the lake name, Synapse Lake 201 under container my data. From that container, you want to take a file. You want to load this file. Okay. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to execute this. Running this. Okay, it's failed at 74 with name SAS. That means it is expecting some reserved name. The reserved name is shared access signature. So please check my spelling correct. Is it correct? Shared access signature. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Now I am rerunning this. Yeah. Query executed successfully. That means here we should not give any string. We have to give reserved word shared access signature. Now check the data. Previously table was empty. Already have truncated that. Select star from Synapse underscore EM. there is master key in the table, the database, please drop before performing this statement. Master key.
Just select and execute, sir. I think you did not select this one.
Okay. Because directly we have run out, but our first statement was master key, right? Master key is already created. That's why we said. Okay. Now, if you treat this data as a raw data, you want to perform some additional operations. Suppose one aggregated summary report you want to generate, create table summary. Within this, department number, gender, and total salary. Department number I'm keeping as integer, gender as char, total salary as, let's say, integer. So this is just my, this is also Synapse table. I want to load the data into this one, insert into summary. Select department number, gender, and sum of salary. From table, Synapse EM. Group by. Grouping based on 2 columns, department number and gender. Just going to run only this particular statement. For the execution done, select star from summary. So please check the output clearly. 11 female total salary, 11 males total salary, 12 females and 12 males. Okay, there is no 30 department over here in the data. So in this way, so once next onwards, this summary table is input to your Power BI. Directly Power BI can access this particular report. Okay. So these are the up to now, like, how many ways of data loading based on this. What is your answer, Ceci?
Using copy into
CTS.
For one ADF. In ADF, you have 2 ways.
Polybase.
Forget about Polybase. Polybase, just whether you enable it or not, that is your wish.
CTS and copy into.
I'm talking about ADFs. In ADF side,
Copy tool and get metadata.
you have copy data active, okay, in the pipe. And second thing is the data of you have source and sink transformation. This is second way. Especially in Synapse pipeline. You have copy data tool. And next way, CTS. And one more way, copy into statement. Any statement that you can use. But if it is the ADF or Synapse pipeline copy data tool, while loading data, especially if it is from on-premise, use Polybase technique. Just enable that option. Okay, but volume is more bigger, better go for CTAS or copy for more big volumes of data, right?
Is there anything called bulk insert, sir?
The bulk insert option is also available. That is only for ADF. This option is from ADF. Bulk insert. Bulk insert to make execution of the bulk insert in the back end, there should be a cluster. That means high-end cluster should be there. High number of nodes cluster should be there. Okay. Otherwise, the bulk insert is very dangerous in the process. More number of nodes are involved, the parallel loading will happen. So this is
If we don't enable polybase in ADF, what is the strategy it will use? Is it a copy into or to load the data to Synapse?
So finally, whether you use copy into or CTAS, these two things will come into the picture only for Synapse. That too, at the time of creating SQL pool, do you remember it is asking you performance level. I will show you that option.
So out of
Try to create a pool. Please wait. Big net slow. Simply, meanwhile, I will explain. It is asking you performance level. Generally, for our practice, we are using zero level performance. Zero level performance, maybe one node or two node will be engaged. These nodes are simply called as DW units. That means data warehouse units. So what is the one DW configuration? Please go through the documentation. Maybe 4 cores or 6 GB RAM. Some amount of power will be there for each node. How many units we are using? Each node is simply called as a DW. Okay. Suppose if I enable like middle level performance, then number of nodes will be more. If I choose like a complex, like a full performance, more number of nodes will be engaged. Okay, I will once it has come, like I will show. Yeah, just try to create a new dedicated SQL pool here. So here you can check performance level. Okay, observe here. If I select this one, cost per hour is 864. Suppose if I go with this one, I'm selecting up to this one. Of course, in this region, that much of DW units are not available. So here are the 30,000 max. So DW. In this way, how many number of DW units that you want to get? We are just doing the practice. That's why, like, how much is minimum possible? That much minimum I have selected. Got it. So you are loading data with the high. You want to load data with the high speed, means the backend cluster also should be that much powerful.
here, the admin work
Okay, sir.
what we
All
did.
these are recording. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do in the Synapse session is how to write. Pardon?
Here, the admin work what we did can be eliminated once the Azure Active Directory is enabled.
1 second, I did not understand your question, Chandrasekhar.
So the admin work, what we are doing, the keys and access keys, copying and everything. So
Yes.
that part can be eliminated once the Azure Active Directory is enabled.
Yes.
Okay.
And
another thing-
so the
yeah, please.
style of active directory, with active directory is they are creating one app. Active directory app they will be creating. For that app, they will be assigning this app related certifications they will provide.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So another one is if you go to the script, there we applied the truncate of the table. So in that, the structure would
Yes.
remain same as is, but the only data will get dropped.
Only data will be
What?
lost.
Yes.
That's it.
What if in case of any changes in my source data,
Mm.
here in this, the structure will remain always same if it
Same.
just truncate that.
The
But
changes will be loaded into the new changes will be loaded into the table. Old data will be lost because you wanted to have truncated that data.
no, I'm not highlighting here the truncating part. So once I truncate it, the structure would remain same. If
Yes, correct.
I make changes in the source file system itself, in the flat
That means
file itself, so
source file
how it would,
schema has been
sorry, I lost your audio completely.
no, at that time you have to remodify the script again. According to the according to always remember the file schema tables, your XML table schema should be same. If any
Okay.
modification schema related modification happened in the table, sir, are you getting my voice?
Ah, yes, now.
If any modification done in the input file, that means in the source file, according to the source file schema, you have to redesign your table.
So for that, I should drop the existing structure, right? So
Yes,
how that can be happened?
yes. You have to drop or you have to alter the table.
Okay, so could you please,
Hello.
yes, could you please show me how to alter the existing structure or how to delete or drop
Simply,
the structure?
simply the statement alter table, add column. If you want to add any column, or else if you want to redesign entire schema, just drop the table, drop table and give the table name and create new table. Got
Okay,
it?
so when I drop the table, so there is no prerequisite to truncate the table first, then only I can drop the table.
No need, no need. Just table will be simply dropped. If you drop a table, data will also be lost
Okay,
automatically. Okay.
okay, got it.
But
Thank you.
remember, you are not authorized. You are not authorized to create the, sorry, drop the objects. Based on the permission set, what you can do depends on that. Your activities will be important. But if it is
Even
POC,
in the
everything you have to do that one.
even in the development environment?
In developer environment also, whatever the environment may be, whatever the permission set they have as set to you, depends on that.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So tomorrow, our agenda, I'm going to introduce a Spark tool in Synapse. Another beauty of Synapse is Spark tool. It is allowing you SQL script in the form of TSQL. And also, by using Spark tool, you can write your Spark scripts. Okay, that means you can write your, it's not a script, it's Spark coding. Right. So Spark is a highly powerful weapon when compared with the traditional all data execution platforms. Spark is a powerful execution engine that the Spark cluster you can establish by using Spark tool so that you can run your Spark jobs. So how to create Spark tools and how to do some sample processes in the Spark. Don't expect a complete PySpark coding over here. Okay, I'm going to start a separate session on Databricks very soon, maybe in 1 or 2 days. Those recorded sessions I will give you. So within that Databricks, you will be learning complete PySpark. Those recording sessions you will follow. For now, how to create a Spark pool, how to run your Spark jobs. If data is unstructured, how to process with the Spark. If data is structured, how to process with the Spark. All these operations. Coming 1 or 2 classes, we will see on the Spark. Right? Okay, sir, all of you. Thank you. Let's meet tomorrow. This recorded session by afternoon I will share.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
tell me.
So,
Yes, sir,
so
tell
I
me.
want to, I want to talk with you, sir. So at what time I can contact you, sir?
Better by 11. Huh?
11. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Correct. Thank you.